Nakumik. First, I wanted to thank our elders, First Nations Inuit Peter Ilnik, for your presence here today and your words of wisdom. Premier Palliser, all elected leaders, Indigenous governance, provinces, municipalities, and at the federal level. It's obvious that there are a lot of people who took a lot of pride in making meaningful contributions to making this day a success. But what would this day be without Inuit ourselves? And it's wonderful to see so many Inuit here, and so many Inuit who have played powerful roles, not only within realizing this dream of the creation of an Inuit Arts Center, but also with the dream of self-determination and pushing us forward in all aspects of society back into a place where we are in control of our destiny. We are respected and our human rights are respected. And also we can work with Canadians for a better Canada. In many ways, Canadians consume Inuit art. And much of the Inuit art that is in living rooms and on walls across this country was created for a specific economic purpose. It was devised at first by a federal government initiative to ensure that Inuit who are recently settled in communities were able to earn money in a wage economy. Of course, Inuit from day one have told our stories through the art that was produced for that market, and also for the art that we produce as a society that isn't for sale. Much of what we create is art, whether it's our clothing, whether it's our Inuit designs like kayaks, or whether it's just the way in which we imagine the world and the way that we tell our stories through our oral history and oral language. These all are expressions of art, and we have always imagined ourselves as part of the ecosystem and not dominating it. Just as with art, it is not for monetary gain so much as it is to tell our story to the world. It's so important then in this new Inuit Art Center and throughout places in which Inuit art is exhibited and sold in this country to start empowering Inuit within this process and going beyond just appreciating the fact that there's an Indigenous people that have made this art, to then being in a place where you can accept the art that comes from that community without having to put specific qualifiers on certain types of expression and certain types of art. Because that is part of the Inuit art experience as well. And many of the pieces that you will see between 1950 and 1980 were only created in a specific way so as to create a market that was dominated by those who were trying to tell the story for Inuit to Canadians. So again, we are in a place, not only in Inuit society, but for Indigenous peoples in this country, where it's imperative that our voices ring true in the decisions that are made about the art that we enjoy, about the politics that we work on together, and about the country that we build as one together.